Hi there. We are on day 52 of our Through the New Testament in 1 year. Today we're starting Mark 3, just 19 verses, so it'll only take a few minutes. Jesus, again, he has 5 apostles so far, okay? Andrew, Simon, James, John, and Matthew. And he'll get the rest of them here. Now, you remember when they had to choose a new apostle after Judas, after Jesus' ascension, there was 125 disciples that had followed him since he was baptized by John the Baptist. So there were always 100, at least that at that time, 120. There may be several hundred people that were following him all the time, but he had 5 main apostles that he confided in. So, and that's where he's at. Hey. Again, he entered the synagogue, and a man was there with a withered hand. And they watched Jesus to see whether he would heal him on the Sabbath, so that they might accuse him. Man, right from the beginning, they hated him, didn't they? And he said to the man with the withered head, "Come here." And he said to them, "Is it lawful on the Sabbath to do good or to do harm, to save life or to kill?" But they were silent. And he looked around at them with anger, grieved at their hardness of heart, and said to the man, "Stretch out your hand." And he stretched it out, and his hand was restored. The Pharisees went out and immediately held counsel with the Herodians against him, how to destroy him. I mean, it's only doing good, right? And man, it's just, they don't want that. They don't want their power and position to be threatened. Yeah? A great crowd follows Jesus. Jesus withdrew with his disciples to the sea, and a great crowd followed from Galilee and Judea and Jerusalem and Idumea, and from beyond the Jordan, from all around Tyre and Sidon. When the great crowd heard all he was doing, they came to him, and he told his disciples to have a boat ready for him because the crowd, lest they crush him. Wow. For he had healed many, so that all who had diseases pressed on around him to touch him. And whenever the unclean spirits saw him, they fell down before him and cried out, "You are the Son of God." And he strictly ordered them not to make him known. Not ready yet, right? The 12 apostles. And this is probably right around in Matthew where the Sermon on the Mount was, right? And he fed them all. We'll see if Mark tells that or not. The 12 apostles. And he went up on a mountain and called to him those whom he desired, and they came to him. And he appointed 12, whom he also named apostles, which means church starters, right? So that they might be with him, and he might send them out to preach, and have authority to cast out demons. He appointed the 12. Simon, that's the first one, to who he gave the name Peter. James, the son of Zebedee. John, the brother of James, to whom he gave the name Boanerges, that is, sons of thunder. Andrew, who was with Simon, or Peter. Philip and Bartholomew. Matthew. Thomas. James, the son of Zebedee. And Thaddeus, and Simon the Zealot, and Judas Iscariot, who would betray him. So, now he has his 12 apostles who he will confide in, and we'll mark that as complete. And tomorrow, they blasphemy against the Holy Spirit, Jesus, mothers and brothers. See, tomorrow's very short also, so they're cutting these short. So there you go, just a few minutes, 5 minutes for this one, just very short. He's got his 12 apostles now. They're all been named, all right? He's made the Pharisees very angry by healing on the Sabbath, right? Which is, he's the Lord of the Sabbath, and he said that in the last chapter, right? So he can do whatever he wants on the Sabbath. So there you go. Catch up on any you may have missed. Give us a like if you think about it, and tomorrow we'll continue. See you then.